Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR HaLacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you. And it's for Friday, August 2nd, which is the first day of Av, which of course means that it's Rosh Chodesh, and it also means that the 9 days starting on Thursday night have begun. So all the laws that we've been discussing about the 9 days are now in effect, and please be aware of that. Say all of your Rosh Chodesh additions throughout the day on Thursday night and also throughout the day on Friday. And now we got to stay ahead of the game and already be teaching you about Tisha BAv itself. So Tisha BAv itself, which is going to be 9 or 10 days away now, is considered a moed. That probably sure sounds interesting to you because you're used to the word moed as basically sort of kind of loosely translating into holiday. And Tisha BAv sure doesn't feel like a holiday. It's sad and we're fasting. And so I do have to tell you that the word moed doesn't exactly mean holiday. Think of it in its other uses, like the Mishkan in the desert that the Jews went to was called the Ohel Moed. And some people translate that kind of, I don't know if it's perfect, loses a little in the translation, but a lot of people translate Ohel Moed as the tent of meeting. So a Moed is not just, doesn't only mean holiday, it also means like a kind of like a meeting between us and God, and Tisha B'Av certainly is that. There's a closeness to God, although in tragedy, right? A closeness in God to God that happens in tragedy on the day of Tisha B'Av, and in that way, it's a direct meeting, a tragic meeting with God. And He loves us, and He's close to us, but He had to punish us on that day, and so on Tisha B'Av we have our moed with Hashem. Now, because of that moed status, what ends up happening is that no Tachnun is recited on Tisha B'Av, and no Tachnun is recited on the Mincha that precedes this moed on Erev Tisha B'Av. This year it's more interesting because Tisha B'Av itself, the 9th of Av, ends up being on Shabbos. So the Friday afternoon is not really Erev the moed. It's because it's, we're basically going to be observing it on Sunday. And anyway, we never say Tachnun on Friday afternoon because that's Erev Shabbos. So basically, I guess I'm saying in short, as a halachic part of this message, is that on Friday afternoon we won't say Tachnun because we never do on Erev Shabbos anyway. And on Shabbos afternoon, when it comes to reciting Tzidkas Tzedek at Mincha, which usually follows the Tachnun laws, well, if that Shabbos afternoon was a weekday, we wouldn't be reciting Tachnun because it's Erev the Moed, or it's the 9th of Av and it is the Moed. So long and short of it is that we won't be reciting Tzidkas Tzedek at Mincha on Shabbos afternoon as we come close to the day of Tisha B'Av itself. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do for the next week is give you many laws that you need to know as the day of Tisha B'Av itself rapidly approaches. Thanks for logging on. Have a great Shabbos. Please note that we'll be reading, outside of Israel, we'll all be reading Matos and Maseh together, a very long laning this Shabbos. We're also going to finish the book of Bamidbar and we're going to say Chazak, Chazak. And that all happens on this coming Shabbos. Have a good Chodesh. And don't forget all of your Rosh Chodesh additions on Thursday night and Friday. Bye-bye, good Shabbos.